Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another JVS movie review brought to you from the South by Southwest Film Festival. Today, we are reviewing Broadcast Signal Intrusion. This is a horror slash thriller slash mystery slash film noir slash drama. I wish I could put another slash in it, but I can't put another slash in it. So quickly, I'll give you a synopsis, who stars in it, the director, then we'll get into it. In the late 90s, a video archivist unearths a series of sinister pirated broadcasts and becomes obsessed with uncovering the dark conspiracy behind them. It stars Mr. Harry Scrum Jr. and is directed by Jacob Gentry. Now, I know I gave a lot of slashes for what this movie is. I'll start off on a positive note first. I love the score of this movie, and I love the setup of this movie. This movie really felt like something from the late 80s and early 90s. Like that pops, like, sounding type of horror score. It really hooked me the moment I turned on this movie. And it really, really works for the movie. Now, the tone is set beautifully. It looks amazing. For this to be an independent film, I'm assuming it is an independent film being at South by Southwest, this movie looks great. It looks amazing. It moves well. And that's about where we're going to end a lot of the positive things about it. Because in the end, this is supposed to be a horror slash thriller slash mystery slash film noir. Unfortunately, there's little to no horror in it. It is very thrilling at times. It really engages you as you meet this character, James, as he is, again, just transitioning old videotapes to a different library, and he's coming across these broadcasts, and it's like 30-second clips of this very mysterious thing going on here, and it engulfs him to find out what's going on here, and then he brings that back to having a wife who passed away and thinking maybe the people on this tape, or maybe this tape has something to do with his wife disappearing, and he's seeing these sinister videos, 30-second clips on multiple different tapes. So he just dives deeper and deeper into this mystery, attempting to find out something about it. The biggest issue with this movie is, in the end, you don't care. And it builds and builds and builds and gives you no satisfying conclusion. And that's not good here. That's something you definitely needed in this movie. Like, this movie it's a builder. It's something that, like, I want to say it's because possibly, if you've seen these type of films, or if you've seen film noirs, it's certain things and certain tracks you're expecting it to follow. So when you see this video, when you see this very disturbing image, it automatically tells us something bad is about to happen here. Like, this is clearly not normal. And because we have now been accustomed to these movies presented to us that way, to let us know something deeper meaning and something extremely bad is going to happen, it tricks you to believe that's going to happen in this film, and it never happens in this film. Now, Harry is great in his role as James. He's really good at it. He sells this movie 1,000% so. And again, the direction is great of this movie. It just doesn't give you a conclusion of anything. It leaves you wanting more, and I say that's the biggest issue with this film, is that it leaves you wanting a conclusion. And that's what made me think, okay, maybe this is closer to a film noir. Because at times, film noirs aren't overly satisfying. If you saw Little Things that was released on HBO Max earlier this year, you kind of understand that film noirs can leave you with questions. But great film noirs, while leaving you with questions, still gives you a satisfying conclusion. This movie leaves you with lots of questions and gives you no conclusion. So in the end, I'm looking at what I normally would call a cheap painting type of film. That means it is awesome to look at, but it's something I wouldn't want to have. And that's what Broadcast Signal Intrusion is. It's an awesome thing to look at. From an artistic standpoint, it is shot beautifully. It is scored beautifully. The cinematography is amazing in it. Harry is commanding in his very odd performance. But the film breaks down to nothing. And it just builds and builds and builds. And then for that reason, it becomes even more disappointing because you're expecting something better from this film and you never get it. So, broadcast signal intrusion from South by Southwest Film Festival. Again, this is another film. I don't believe anyone has picked it up yet. I think someone will, though. Like, I can think of a couple of places where this film, while, again, I'll give my score soon, but while not a great film, it's something that could fit with certain VOD studios that would like this type of film to be released on. But broadcast signal intrusion, out of a possible 10, I am going to give this movie a 5 out of 10. Sounds about right, 5 out of 10. Because I was just disappointed in the end. Like, again, it has amazing setups and gives you no conclusion. Any movie that does that to you, you're just puzzled by why certain decisions were made. I want to say in the second half of the second act leading into the third act, it was a lot of questions I had that, okay, you could have done this and you could have done that and it could have been made into a better movie. But if you're just looking for something that looks amazing, that builds and builds, because this is clearly a director who knows how to capture suspense. He knows how to program you to expect suspense. He just didn't understand for this film how to stick the landing, and that's what hurt it the most. But again, broadcasting intrusion brought to you by the South by Southwest Film Festival. Again, whenever we find out where these films will be distributed, we'll update the description bar to let you all know so you can check them out and let us know what you think about it. Peace, people.